folks, and welcome to another Ken's Home video. Today it's Thursday the 10th of October and the Tirana is packed full of gear, and we're about to head up for the 2013 Super Cheap Bathurst 1000. Matt and Tara are going to be taking the crewmen up, and they're going to leave on Friday afternoon. And here's our campsite, the same as it was last year, except for they've moved the big screen TV on a new mound further away from us. We've still managed to get the power from them. It's amazing what you can fit in the little Tirana. I got the tent, the generator, the TV, the table, esky, food, clothes, and still had a little bit of room for extra stuff. Not bad. And here's the view of the camping ground. This is Saturday afternoon. I'm just getting ready to wander back down to the campsite and watch the top 10 shootout from the tent. We had a pretty good setup tent-wise this year. Even though the camping sites are getting smaller and smaller, we had enough room. We definitely had enough comfort in the tent with the two rooms. So Matt and Tara had the back room and I had this room, and we had TV and cooking, and Tara bought a hammock, so that was unreal.
And it's a cold and chilly Sunday morning, the 13th of October 2013, and we're eagerly awaiting the start of the Super Cheap Bathurst 1000.
The roulette's flying over, and Victor Bray, the drag cars, the bikes. So it was quite really good fun to be at the track.
And this is the position we'll be watching the start of the race with. We're just up for Murray's Corner, looking back into pit straight.
For the big one of 2013, Whincup and Dumbrell on pole position. It's the first time that Jamie Whincup's gone pole here at Bathurst. Mark Winterbottom and Stephen Richards alongside them, so it's a Red Bull and FPR front row. Jason Bright and Andrew Jones on Team BOC, with Shane Van Gisbergen and Jerome Bleekemolen. So it's a Kiwi and a Dutchman. James Courtney and Greg Murphy. Murph, a four-time winner. It was 10 years ago that he did the Lap of the Gods in qualifying. Craig Lowndes and Warren Luff. Lowndes won here 5 times. Will Davison is a former champion as well. He's got Steve Owen in his corner. Scotty McLaughlin, the young Kiwi, the youngest ever winner of a V8 supercar race. David Reynolds and Dean Canto, so close in 2012. Alex Premer, the Frenchman, with the ultra-experienced Greg Ritter in Gary Rogers Motorsport. Garth Tander and Nick Percat, they won it a couple of years ago. They're back together again. The best of the Mercedes bunch, Lee Holdsworth and Craig Lowndes for Erebus Motorsport Irwin Racing. David Wall and Chris Pitt, a good job from them. Fabian Cars, all up 58 drivers, 16 Holdens, 6 Fords, 4 Nissans and 3 Mercs.
Lap number 8, it's Paul Dumbrell, which is driving Jamie Whincup's car, ahead of Jason Bright and Shane Van Gisbergen.
We said 7 to 12, there's about 5 or 6
Okay, we're boarding the bus at the bottom of the pits and we're going to head up the hill. It only costs $5 to take you both ways, and that's unbelievable considering the walking you'd have to do otherwise.
This is where the bus drops off at the top of the hill, which is Solomon Park, and as we follow the cars along we're now looking towards Reed Park. You can hear the wind noise in the microphone of the camera, and for 4 days it was really blowy, and the drivers complained on race day how bad it was getting blown sideways in different parts of the circuit. It's a really good view from McPhillamy Park looking across at Skyline. This is where most of the spectators try to head for. There's a lot of people up at the top of the mountain for the Sunday race, but there's not as many as last year, which was the 50th anniversary, and it was absolutely jam-packed. As the cars go past, it's Jamie Whincup, Mark Winterbottom and David Reynolds. That's the top three, and they're within 5 seconds of each other. You always know where the action is on the circuit by the Channel 7 helicopter, which relays the in-car cameras back. It's a great view down Conrod and across to the pits from Rocky Skyline. This is the view looking up the Esses towards Brocky Skyline. This is as far down as I went. I didn't want to go all the way to Forest Elbow. Here we go, we're back down the mountain, and we're sitting on this almighty spectator hump right on Hell Corner, looking up Mountain Straight. To watch the start of the race, this would have to be the most popular point on Hell Corner, because you get to see the main straightaway and as they go up Mountain Straight. In previous years people have put big plastic tarps down and thought of their name to peg the areas out, but they banned them, which is great from this year. So it's first come first serve, not people that leave the stuff on Saturday and then Sunday people looking for a place to sit. Pretty much all the way along Pit Straight. You get excellent views looking into the pits as they do the work on the cars. This is the second safety car they've had today, which is very unusual for the length of time the race has been running. The first one was for Todd Kelly, got taken out by a kangaroo on the way up through the cutting, and the second one, this one, is Greg Murphy on GDX Bend at the top of Mountain Straight, crashed into the wall.
Just a couple of things you've got to think about was playing.
Radio folks, we're heading from the outside of the circuit back on the inside. We can get through all these people and have a look at the back of the pits to see what they're doing on race day. Radio folks, from here I headed back to the campsite, and I was packed up and gone by just after 2 o'clock, and Matt and Tara were gone just after 3 o'clock. Go back to Sydney, unpack, then change cars and come back again. So it worked out really well for me and Matt and Tara, because you beat hours of traffic by just going a little bit earlier. And as I said last year, we stayed right to the end, so we've been there and we've seen that.
After more than a decade of trying, Mark Winterbottom will win the Super 1000 with Stephen Richards. Whincup and Dumbrell second, Craig Lowndes and Warren Love third. The celebrations will get underway, and the crowd makes its move underneath the podium for a very popular winner in Mark Winterbottom.